so I make sure to fill them almost to the point of overflowing. I want to tell you how my life has gone up since I last saw you, and then straight back down. Even if it's just the most mundane thing, I want to tell you in the hope that maybe we can have a long conversation like we used to. You once told me that in the year I'd known you, I'd never said, "Hi, how are you?" I've known you nearly 2 years now, so hi, how are you? Matty, when we were but familiar strangers, you told me, "I don't think you're as angry as you pretend to be." That night I wrote that down 12 times in my journal because that sentence shook me from the inside out, bouncing around my lungs, heart and brain. I've never heard someone be so right. Sometimes when I'm rock climbing I feel like I don't have a harness on, but when I think of the times you've prepared me, I fall, but I'm swinging in a harness safe. In the year 2015, I was a shadow of myself. My life was like Peter Pan trying to catch a shadow on repeat. I want to call you up on the phone, but I don't have your number. I want to message you on Facebook, but I don't have your Facebook. I know what everyone here is thinking. What kind of friends are you? Well, I think of him as a friend and he thinks of me as a member of a group. In this relationship, I am a full stop in a paragraph. Not noticeable, but there. To me, he is each and every letter. He holds the paragraph together. Remember when I acted like I had no eyes? My hair played the part of a veil, a curtain over my eyes. Scared that if I let my eyes meet yours, that yours wouldn't extend a hand to shake. Now I want to look at you. Now I want to look you in the eye, through both the glass of my glasses and yours. Let me discover you again. I know that when we get the chance to send our words to each other again, I'll wrap my emotions up in a straitjacket. So please remember how the unbuckling part of this magic trick goes. To Matty, I miss you, and hi, how are you? I'm absolutely shitting myself. Just gonna have to like go through these and weed out the shit ones. So all of them. This one's called Fire Hazard, and this was written before I met my girlfriend, so I was like a loner. I've been on fire my entire life, a constant spitfire of anger and hurt in my lungs. But when you say stop, I stop. I stop. Sometimes I want you to try and drown me just so I can have the thrill of coming back up for air. There'd be no shame when coming back up for air. Nothing on my mind but air, 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 and I am alive. That would be nice, wouldn't it? No shame? Because isn't that why I'm so angry? Why I'm on fire? Because I'm ashamed of all of my own emotions. I don't say I love you anymore and mean it. Maybe I used up all of my I love yous when I was a child because I used to say it about 10 times every day. With you I think I could mean it. You could teach me to be open, rip and tear if you have to. It would be so worth it. The fire would no longer be my only source of warmth in the world, and the rage would fizzle away. Do not turn the heating on, Mum, because the match is still lit, the fire is still live, because she's still not mine. Like I said, I was a loner. Is someone I knew her, I just wasn't with her. I wasn't crying every night, it's okay. Just some nights. I'm not sure about this one because it's short and sucky, and it says at the top, shout out to Bob Ross.
We can tag him if you want.
Oh, please. Well, actually, he's dead. Maybe not.
His old boobs.
We can posthumously tag him.
We can stream it on Twitch.
Yeah.
This one's called Learning Silence. On the bus, there is a girl who's learning to be quiet. I'm a couple of years older than her, and we used to go to school together. I used to see her when she played in the mud, dressed like a tomboy, and always had her school shirt untucked. When I see her on the bus now, she sits at the front with these boys who keep her because she's easy on the eyes and she gave them her Snapchat name. These boys, their chatter is deafening, but hers is a low rumble, so close to silence you'd do well to notice it. Her mode of communication is, look at this on my phone. A method so often ignored, I wonder if she hadn't discovered Contour, if they'd even know her name, and if that seat she's in would suddenly be reserved for someone else. Girl on the bus, there is more to you than your Snapchat name. You are not the armrest for when these boys feel like paying attention. I remember you have a sister, and I wonder when I get on the bus next year if she will shout things when he saw red. I miss the spice rack we got rid of in 2008 more than I miss the men we got rid of in 2016. It was a good spice rack. The hallways were so thin I used to be able to climb up the walls with my hands and feet on each side. Thin hallways to cram all of us in. I guess that's why we ended up hurting each other. When there's not enough room, you're bound to get kicked by someone at some point. Obviously, they kicked too hard. When I moved into my new house, I felt like the hand gripping around my lungs had gone limp and finally let go. My breath had been in a chokehold for 18 years. Finally, the hallways were bigger. No one had been kicked because 2 is not a crowd. I don't have a lock on my bedroom door anymore, but that doesn't matter because there aren't any monsters to hide from now. So who cares? My favourite thing about my new home is I know there aren't any monsters under my bed because I have a futon. Futons aren't, they're not very comfortable, by the way. That one sucks. I'm just not going to do that. It's all about self-love. And I couldn't put my own shoes on, so... I made it sound really poetic when actually I was just like being sick, so... Drunk girls are still good girls. When she is drunk, she is nothing but a mouth and worries. She is loud to make sure they can hear her over the drinks sloshing around in their own heads. She's worried that they cannot hear her. They can hear her. It's just all she's been saying. It's just all that she's been saying for the past 20 minutes is I need a wee. But she's still oddly charming. Keep a tally of how many times she fills the night with I'm sorry's. Well, at least she hasn't left her manners at home. Her clutch bag is big enough for her foundation and good manners. I blew I'm sorry out of my mouth like cigarette smoke at least 6 times before we even got into the cab. Honey, don't kid yourself. She's not here for you. She's here to wait for Don't Stop Believing to come on, and for those 3 minutes to be more alive than she's ever been in her 9-to-5 job. She's so tired, but she can't remember if it's because it's late or if it's just her life. Or it could just be the alcohol. She's tired of this song. Doesn't know it. She's smoking outside. She doesn't even smoke. It's just to clash the cold with the oven that is the plug. She'll pull herself back up. She'll go back in. No, she will strut back in for herself. Maybe she's all over the place. She's no straight line. She's a little sad, but that's okay. We all are. She's drunk, but she's still good. Wouldn't you be drunk if you were her? Anyone's wondering, this is my old French book from year 11. Je m'appelle Danielle. This is called Milk in My Veins, and I don't know, it's like kind of letting you in some kind of shit, but also it's like a shout out to my mum, so I could stand here and tell you all about the traumas I've gone through in my life, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you about the time my father told my mother to take her own life. I'm not going to tell you about the times the ambulance came to take her away. I'm not going to tell you about how my brother's drug habit ruined every single event. And I'm not going to tell you that all I ever wanted was a family trip to the beach and a dad that loved me. Instead, I want to tell you about the things that I've loved and thank God I haven't lost. We won't cry over spilt milk, mainly because I don't like milk anyway. I'm terrified that if I list all the good things and it leaves my lips, the good things will be sucked down the drains, all the dirty bathwater. But I hear it's good to face your fears. I am so happy that my mother was strong enough to cut my father out. I'm so glad she held on to the rope when my father became a black hole and tried to drag her down. I've never been more proud to be related to someone, the woman of steel. I always thought that we were just ants that happened to be connected by blood, but I'm so proud her blood runs in my veins. The woman who was thrown down to the bottom of the well and climbed back up without shouting for help once, voice silent but hands sore. Who am I to complain when I was raised by the human embodiment of a fucking miracle? I'm not happy, but I can't tell you that I'm miserable. Thanks for not being mean to me. This is the last one, and this is the fuck you to my dad. Woo! Oh look, it's my dad. That's Taylor. This is called Things My Dad Gave Me. Things my dad gave me. A he hadn't been so willing to share. I wish he could just keep some things to himself. I wish he had had empty hands when asked what he had to offer. I'd rather be poor than abused. Things my dad gave me. A hatred for Renault cars, a love for curry pot noodles. A fear of slamming doors, an extra piece of chicken on my plate, and a knowledge of how hard those fists can hit. Not me, only once, but my brother's door. Too many times. Maybe if I'd been born to a different father, I wouldn't have put a padlock on my emotions. Maybe if I had a daddy who loved me, I wouldn't be a poet. There's VHS footage of me, age 2, extending my arms out to my father who is standing behind the camera. He doesn't put down the camera. My mother picks me up. I cry. Things my dad gave me. A reason to move out with my mother. An extensive knowledge of how to block